Good morning, friends. I'm glad you're here with me for our Advent reflection. I have been thinking about the phrase, the joy of salvation, this week, and there's so many beautiful passages all over the Bible that speak to why we have joy in our salvation, but the one that has really just been watering my soul this week has been Isaiah 35. So I would love to just read that over us in a prayerful sort of Lectio Divina type way. There's 3 different sections, so I will just pause for some silence between each, and I would just invite you to not only listen to the words, but to bring images to mind as you hear these words being spoken, because it's very poetic and very beautiful in its language. So let's just pray to center our hearts, and then we'll do that. So come, Holy Spirit. Jesus, we are so grateful for the truth of your word and that it speaks to us in any circumstance, in any moment, and really to any heart that will hear it. And so would you make us really tender today to hear your word, God, to receive it deeply, and in that become people filled with joy who really, really know how to celebrate well the joy of our salvation this Christmas. That is what we long for, God. And thank you for being present with us today. And always would you draw our attention to what you have to speak specifically to each person through your word in Isaiah. Amen. Chapter 35 starts, "Even in the wilderness and desert will be glad in those days. The wasteland will rejoice and blossom with spring crocuses. Yes, there will be an abundance of flowers and singing and joy. The deserts will become as green as the mountains of Lebanon, as lovely as Mount Carmel or the plain of Sharon. There the Lord will display his glory, the splendor of our God. With this news, strengthen those who have tired hands and encourage those who have weak knees. Say to those with fearful hearts, be strong and do not fear. For your God is coming to destroy your enemies. He is coming to save you." "And when he comes, he will open the eyes of the blind and unplug the ears of the deaf. The lame will leap like a deer, and those who cannot speak will sing for joy. Springs will gush forth in the wilderness, and streams will water the wasteland. The parched ground will become a pool, and springs of water will satisfy the thirsty land. Marsh grass and reeds and rushes will flourish where desert jackals once lived." and a great road will go through that once deserted land. It will be named the Highway of Holiness. Evil-minded people will never travel on it. It will be only for those who walk in God's ways. Fools will never walk there. Lions will not lurk along its course, nor any other ferocious beasts. There will be no other dangers. Only the redeemed will walk on it. Those who have been ransomed by the Lord will return. They will enter Jerusalem singing, crowned with everlasting joy. Sorrow and mourning will disappear, and they will be filled with joy and gladness. I think one of the reasons that this imagery is so helpful to me is that, we celebrate Christmas sort of in this wintry season where it's just harder to see new life springing up. And it reminds me that the people hearing this prophecy just were on a roller coaster of hopeful and joyful expectancy, and then they went down the hill of despair, realizing that with every king from David's line who came and went, there was no real rescue. And the prophet Isaiah here just tells us to rejoice because God is restoring all things, and the way that that comes to us is through Jesus. And I love the language here about the lame walking and the deaf hearing and the blind seeing, because those are the miracles that we see Jesus performing when he's on earth. And it is a fulfillment of this word that we're going to be restored. We're going to be healed. Yes, in our physical bodies, but it is so much more than that. This is a spiritual seeing, a spiritual hearing, and a spiritual movement that God is inviting us into. So be encouraged this morning that even in the places where we are experiencing fear and danger and dread, that really the joy that we carry with us is the presence of God with us on that holy highway. That is all where we're headed. And God is going to accomplish it. And he's done this through sending his son as a baby. And he's coming back again. And that is the real source of our joy. So let's just pray to be sent off well into our day. God, thank you for this space that we can receive with joy the truth of who you are and what you're up to in the world, even in spite of the chaos, the evil, the destruction that we see and feel, and really experience that there is real joy to be had in our salvation that only comes through you, Jesus. Help us to have excitement for that reality, especially today and as we go. Amen. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you later.